Two, one. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Score. Today I'm here with Nick and Larry. Y'all boys say what's up.
You.
What's up?
All right, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about round two of the NBA playoffs, and we're going to start it off with last night's game. Nick, you could kick it off with the Lakers versus the Warriors game two.
God, terrible game, bad game. Klay was just hitting all his shots, all the threes. I mean, they just do the pick and roll. Steph Curry was like fucking Magic Johnson out there, having 11 assists, 11, 12 assists, or something like that. Didn't even play the full game either. Like, not much to really say. The Lakers just played a bad game, but we gonna take one at home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
he had,
Warriors, the offense was just running. One of the best offensive games we've seen in the Warriors this playoffs. The Lakers just couldn't keep up on the defensive side or the offensive side. So the Warriors just swept them by 30 points.
Stephen Curry had 12 assists in the end of the third quarter. That man really was looking like the best point guard of all time. I got a couple notes I want to say. All right, so Steph Curry was playing point guard. LeBron had 21 points at halftime. You can't just do your boy like that. You gotta mention that.
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's kind of shocking, but like honestly, like we all there's gonna be that. I feel like if it goes to 7 games, there's gonna be that one game where he drops 40.
He don't really be doing that no more though. But I don't think he ever did in his career for real. Like he always just even in Miami, he was always just like a consistent like 28 every day. Like don't really do nothing else. All right, what else? Klay Thompson, you mentioned that, and Anthony Davis inconsistency. If they want to win the NBA Finals, they need Anthony Davis to be their best player. Like they can't have these little stinkers from him that they always get. Like I think that's gonna be the Lakers' downfall if they have one.
Yeah,
So do
Let's
you, do
start.
you think Anthony Davis needs to get the Finals MVP? Needs going to be him? Or needs to be him?
I ain't gonna lie, in the bubble, I think Anthony Davis was supposed to win it, but it's LeBron, bro. They're not giving this shit to no one else, especially if he plays like the second best player in the series, LeBron's getting it. Like
yeah,
as long as he's the second best
Yeah.
player.
yeah.
Cause
Honestly, AD did deserve it in the bubble, but if we're gonna be real, but like,
yeah, the bubble, bro. When he started guarding Jimmy, bro, that's when we was fucked up. I ain't gonna lie.
and he was just going crazy, bro. He was going insane in the bubble.
Yeah. Bubble AD, that shit was crazy. Nigga was knocking down threes and shit. Ain't nothing you could do about that.
It's what we need.
In game one of the series where the Lakers actually pulled it out, uh, it was a big free throw discrepancy. Did I use that word right? I don't know. I don't know. Why I'm using that word, but either
Yeah,
way, you know what the free throw count was off the top of your head, or you just remember it was a big one.
because like Lakers shot like 21, 22 maybe. Don't quote me on that, but and I think the Warriors only like shot like 5 at most.
Yeah. It was something like that. It was a lot to a little. I know that for sure. Um,
But the Warriors were hitting their threes that game too. Like I mean,
Wait, let's call it yesterday or the day before?
game one.
Game
game
one,
one.
yeah. Well, yeah, but like the Lakers are like a driving team mostly. Like I said before, Clay and Curry are 3-point shooters, so they're not gonna get to the line that much. Especially they're not like James Harden where they get fouls and stuff at the line. Don't aim for that. Just aim to hit. So I mean, Lakers like LeBron, AD are more interior players than outside, so they're gonna get more foul calls.
Yeah. And, like the Warriors don't really got people besides Steph Curry that get rim pressure. They really do
Mm.
just you know. And then Curry had a little accomplishment that game. He made 600 threes in his playoff career. Shout out to you. That's actually crazy, bro. Because that man be that's crazy. And then Jordan Poole, that last shot of the game. Yeah. Y'all think that's a good shot?
Mm.
I mean, I think anybody else would have took that shot. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, but it was not a pool party.
I mean, there could have been a better shot, but there also could have been a worse shot. So I mean, 9 seconds to go, you don't know what better look you can get or find. So I don't blame that shot at all. And especially it is Poole. He does shoot those shots. It wasn't like Draymond or Looney doing something they never did before. So I'm not mad at the shot at all.
I feel like I don't know, man. I'm not mad with the shot. I'm not mad with it. I just felt like he could have waited for something else. Like you said, it was 9 more seconds. Like me personally, I only want Poole as a coach to shoot that shot if it's like
Wide open.
not
It was,
even
it
that.
was
It
wide
was
open.
open.
It was
I
Yeah.
open.
only want him to shoot if it's like 3 seconds left. He's my last option. I'm like, I got Stephen Curry right there, bro. Like
He was
let
doubled
him.
though. He wasn't getting a shot off. He was
Yeah,
doubled.
but it was still like 10 seconds to like try to get him open again.
Yeah, okay.
Like, and then, if anything, he's the third option because I'd rather Klay shoot it instead of him. Like,
Yeah.
like,
100%.
I wasn't mad with the shot though. I understand, but you live to see another day, and they came back and played good. In that game, Jordan Poole, he made like 5 threes, I think. So it wasn't
Yeah, it was
like
unrealistic.
it wasn't crazy, but I felt like he could have got better. But it was still a good shot, I guess. All right, the next series we got the NBA, the MVP. Wait, I said that backwards, man. The MVP of the NBA. Y'all think that was deserved with Joel Embiid?
Like I was saying within the beginning of the season, well, in the middle, Jokic wasn't going to get 3. They weren't going to allow that to happen. It felt bad for Embiid, but Embiid deserved it in some way, but
Yeah, I think Giannis was a real MVP, but I already knew Embiid was getting it like a month ago. But it's like all the awards were narrative. I knew all the awards who were gonna get it. So yeah, if Jokic averaged triple double, he probably would have got it. But since he didn't, it wasn't like a historical stat line that can just be overlooked. So that's why the game to Embiid.
I low-key don't think Jokic wanted that. Jokic ain't care for it because at the end he would have averaged a triple double if he cared. At the end of the season, he started having games with like 4 or 5 assists. The man wasn't even trying. Like,
Yeah.
and it looked like
yeah.
it was the right choice because the Denver Nuggets look like they on point. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but like Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, all them boys look like they in a rhythm now. And Jokic the one just finding his spot, and he gonna find his spot. Let's talk about game 2, or y'all want to start off with game 1 or game 2 for the Sixers Celtics?
We can do both. We can game 1. I can go first.
Yeah, start off with game 1.
All right, game 1, James Harden had a random ass 45 point game. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He came back to his Houston days, just carried the team on the whole entire offensive end. Strong 45. It was a surprise to beat both Jaylen Brown and Tatum. But yeah, he won the game for them at Boston too. And it was a great game. The Celtics didn't keep up on offensive side, honestly. They allowed Al Horford to guard him at the clutch time. And Harden was able to take advantage of that of the mismatch. And just beat the game by like 6 points by himself.
Yeah, the amount of threes that Harden was hitting was crazy too. I thought he was only gonna hit like maybe like 2 or 3 threes. How much he hit? Like 7, 6?
He hit that much? I don't know. I didn't fully watch this game. I watched the first half and I thought the Celtics had it.
He shot 7 for 14. 7 for 14.
Yeah, 7 for 14 from 3.
Sheesh.
And only had 4 free throws too, which surprised me also because that's like his whole game.
His game, yeah.
Getting to the free throw line, which surprised me. I mean, you're dropping 45 with only 4 free throws is crazy.
Yeah, he had 41 points for real.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that just shows that he still got it in him. But I think.
I mean, the next game after that, he wasn't too good. He was 2 for 14.
I mean, they just got shot on. That's what it was. They just got shot on. I mean,
but in that same game, the reason I kind of stopped watching is Jaylen Brown had 14 points in the first quarter. And then the next quarter, Jayson Tatum had 20 points in the second. I was like, and Joel Embiid's not even here. This shit's done. I think Harden must have went off in like the third, fourth quarter when I started watching it. Shout out to him
Yeah,
for getting one on the road. Um, the next game though, you had a bunch of stinkers. You had Jayson Tatum. He shot 1 for 7 and ended the game with like 11 points, I think.
hmm,
Seven.
Joel Embiid, like, it's a serious problem. Like in the playoffs, man, this man is such a like he becomes a whole different player in my opinion. Like in the regular season, he's like the best offensive player. In the postseason, he's one of the best defenders in my opinion. Because this man had 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Like on defense, he's been a menace. I ain't gonna lie. But James Harden also played bad. He shot 2 of 14, like Larry said, with 12 points. Like
Yeah.
just too many. I don't know. I feel like this game is not gonna happen again where all of these star players shoot like 10% from the field. Like that's actually bad.
yeah. A couple takeaways from this game, like the Celtics, like as I said before, they both had like star players did terrible, but the bench really kept it up. I remember Malcolm Brogdon had 22 points. So the Sixers bench was, not the best in playoffs, one of the worst in the playoffs actually. So the Celtics able to expose that with their bench scoring. That really showed out yesterday, and as well as the Embiid, Harden had that game. They had a fast paced game with Harden when they just played. Now they're slowly trying to get Embiid back because he also is hurt with the knee brace. He couldn't. His movement was limited, so they're just kind of slowly trying to integrate him into the system back. And then Celtics were just ready to hit. They're ready to go, and yeah, they just took advantage of the whole thing.
Man.
Man. Um, before we talk about the Heat next, let's talk about the pact that the Heat made with Mike Budenholzer. Like the man lost his job. Y'all think that was well deserved? Y'all think he deserved to get fired?
No. I don't think he deserved to get fired. I mean, it's just the narrative of you win a champ. It happened to three head coaches in like the past
Yeah,
4 championships that I saw.
yeah,
Because the Lakers fired Frank Vogel after like a year or two. Then it was
Raptors fired Nick Nurse this
Raptors Nick
year.
Nurse and then Mike Budenholzer. Like, which I find crazy. I mean, you win a championship and then like 2 years later you get fired. Like what?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if he should got fired. But it definitely is a bad look. He was exposed in the playoffs, not just by he being a better team, but he was coached. He was like Spo out coached him definitely. So I mean, it's a bad look, especially the first seed to the AC. But yeah, not sure if he could have got fired. I don't know a better replacement off the top of my head. So if they can find one, then I guess go for it.
I mean, it's not crazy that he got outcoached by Eric Spoelstra. I think
Yeah.
Eric Spoelstra might be like the at least the second best coach in the NBA in my opinion. Because
Mhm.
like every season he just does it again, but he never gets the coach of the year love like I feel like he deserves. But it's cool. Like last year when we were the 1 seed, it's always an excuse on why he doesn't get coach of the year. It was at first LeBron on his team with D Wade, okay, whatever. Then last year, like that one was weird to me. Like who won it last year? Was it Monty Williams?
Uh,
I
yeah.
hope I hope not.
Yeah, I think so.
It was Monty
61,
Williams.
61 team, yeah.
Yeah. Monty Williams winning it was actually messed up because I feel like he's not a good coach, but we're not gonna get into that too much. But I do feel like Coach Bud deserved to lose his job. I understand that he won a ring, but he doesn't know simple things in basketball. Like he doesn't understand that Giannis should play center to close out games, which I think is what they should do because he doesn't have a role for Giannis on offense. His role for Giannis is to just run and dunk. If you want him to run and dunk, you got to take that to the fullest you can and take Brook Lopez off the court because Brook Lopez is kind of slow, so you can't run with Brook Lopez like you said. Joel Embiid, you got to kind of slow down so he could get in his spots. Brook
Mhm.
Lopez is even slower than Joel Embiid, so like the Bucks had to completely like slow down their offense so Brook Lopez could get in his spot.
Yeah,
I
especially in
just feel
like
like
transition. My fault, I didn't
yeah,
mean to cut you
yeah,
off.
yeah, 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 especially in transition because Jimmy Butler was every time he got a rebound, he literally just runs as fast as he can, and there's no rim protection because they don't ask Giannis to protect the rim. They don't ask Giannis to guard Jimmy. They just ask Giannis to go in the corner on defense and run around on offense. They don't have a plan with him. I feel like Giannis, you should in the playoffs to close out the games. Like I feel like Brook Lopez should play a lot throughout the first 3 quarters, and then in the fourth quarter, you have Giannis play center so you can maximize Giannis. I understand Brook Lopez is a great player, but it's not about Brook Lopez. It's about Giannis. You put Giannis at center so he can guard the paint, and then you have him set screens because like he can't shoot. Like in the fourth quarter, you could just force him to take jumpers, and then like ain't nothing you can do about it. And every time he drives, we just foul him. Like you either make him shoot or send him to the free throw line. So you
Yeah,
just put him on pick and rolls, have him dive at the rim, and then he has a full steam going at the rim at Bam. Like you asking him to be a ball handler against Bam is unfair to Giannis, in my opinion. But but after that, y'all got anything y'all want to say about Coach Bud?
definitely with the closing lineup, I think he needs to work on that, especially trying to utilize his best defensive team in the league more. Maybe yeah, like you said before, Brook Lopez maybe not playing in the fourth quarter just to speed the tempo up. Maybe play the 5 out better with Bobby Portis at the power forward, Giannis at the center, just have a better 5 out and utilize fast break opportunities better. But yeah, I think maybe a new coach could change the team for the better, but I'm not sure how much of an upgrade you can get from Mike
Oh, you
Budenholzer.
cutting off, Larry?
Cutting off. Am I good now? Am I good now?
Hello.
Hello.
All right, I think yeah, I cut it off. You said a new coach to change the tempo.
Yeah, if they can get a new coach to change, if they can get a better coach for this team, then go for it. But I don't see anybody on the market that I'd pick over Bud right now for the Bucks.
Yeah. But at this point, they may as well just get like Mike D'Antoni, get him up out of retirement, have him do something crazy with Giannis on offense. I don't know what that would be, but I
Mm,
feel like they should have just they could have kept Coach Bud actually and just got an offensive assistant coach like
yeah,
to run up some offensive plays. But Mike D'Antoni wouldn't be a bad fit over there, and I know Mike D'Antoni gonna put Giannis at center. I just know he is like he be doing that crazy shit. Um, what was you saying though? Because you kind of got cut off.
and I was just saying, just run me a 5 out more during the fourth quarter, and like have Bobby Portis at the power forward instead of Giannis at the power forward, and move Giannis to the center, just to have more fast break opportunities,
Oh yeah,
utilize them more. Yeah, have like you said before, Giannis set screens and pick a roll situation. Maybe that can get him more buckets to the paint. Yeah, that's about it though.
yeah. That's the lineup they used when they won the ring because Brook Lopez he was actually forced not to play Brook Lopez because he was hurt. So like
Yeah,
when they did that,
it
the
worked.
Bucks were fast as hell. Like Giannis up in the pace, Giannis protecting the paint with Bobby Portis helping him. I feel like that's the best version of the Bucks in the fourth quarter. But throughout the game, Brook Lopez should be playing a lot of minutes for the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, we got the now. Let's talk about the Heat Knicks. Y'all want to start off, or let's start off with Game One, man. Jimmy Butler had a little 25-11 piece, but he ended up getting hurt, and we still closed out the game. Gabe Vincent had 20 points, 5 assists. Kyle Lowry, I love his new role coming off the bench, bro. Because like off the bench, when he's against second units, he just smarter than them, and like it
Hmm.
shows on the court. He knows what he's doing. He ended this game with 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 blocks. He had 3 of them blocks in the fourth quarter. Like Kyle Lowry off the bench, I love it. I like him as a bench player because he's just superior off the bench. Um, in the game though, Josh Hart, like I was saying, y'all was telling me Josh Hart could guard Jimmy Butler. He was in foul trouble. He ended off the game with 5 fouls, and I think if Jimmy Butler didn't get hurt, he would have fouled out in my opinion. Cause that man he couldn't stick in front of Jimmy. Like he's a
Yeah,
good defender. Don't get me wrong, but it's just so much he could do.
Yeah.
What y'all thought about the first game?
yeah. Jimmy showed up like he always does. No, he scored, defended, did
Jimmy.
everything on the court. But yeah, I'm a little surprised to see how the Heat, beat the Bucks and are doing good right now, even with their bad bench and Hero being gone. So it is a big shocker for them to be this good. But they did in the second year. So I don't know. I think Knicks can beat them easily. They just need to score better. But it's just the defense on that the Heat have. It's been hard for them. So, but I think there's gonna be games where Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle can drop like 30 pieces together. That's gonna be the games that the Heat lose. Cause I don't think he can keep up with the scoring.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Heat are a little, nah, the Knicks are a little bit overrated in my opinion. I mean, they don't really have like one true like superstar on the team, and I feel like Jaylen Brunson is just like, if you lock him down, you're locking the whole offense down because like if he's not scoring, the whole team's not scoring really because I mean, he's not he's not really like a traditional like point guard where he's gonna put up like over 10 assists a game, like a double a game. Like he's not doing that. He's more of like a pure scorer. He doesn't like. I mean, he could space out the floor and everything, but I don't see him like as that guy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like just as a he's like a cold playmaker. Like
Yeah,
he get like 5-6 assists. Someone else gonna get 5-6 assists. Like that's how they run the offense. Cause RJ Barrett game one he had 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. The the I kind of underrated Julius Randle. Not that I underrated him, but I underrated how important he is to their rotation. Because without Julius Randle, they only had an 8-man rotation. Like they only had 3 players come off the bench. It was, I think, honestly, I think Derrick Rose could come in and give you minutes, but for some reason, Tom Thibodeau just insist on him not playing. But this is another coach that I think Eric Spoelstra is gonna outcoach because at the end of the game, they just kept Jimmy Butler in, even though he was hurt. They just left him in the corner, and Tom Thibodeau didn't attack Jimmy for some reason. Like in the moment, they were just so scared of Jimmy that like who Jimmy is as a defender, they just didn't want to attack him, even though he had a bad ankle sprain. But I don't know what's up with that. I was kind of scared Jimmy was in the game because me thinking I was like, if I'm a coach, whoever whoever Jimmy Garden, I'm icing. The niggas just got hurt. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
gonna have to play defense. And they only ended after Jimmy got hurt. They only scored 2 points. And then Bam closed it out. Bam had 9 points in those last like 4 minutes. Even though like that's the thing about Bam. He showed up when we needed it. Like that's he had 15 points the whole game and he had 9 of them after Jimmy got hurt. Like I'm happy with that. And he plays great defense. Like I'm not asking Bam to score 25. Like that's ridiculous. Sometimes he's not even gonna score 20 most of the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without Jimmy though, he needs to do that though.
Without Jimmy,
He needs to just drop 25. Is he coming back next game or today?
Jimmy's coming back next game. Like
Uh,
he could have played game 2, but
just want to rest him.
yeah, because
yeah. I
we
don't think they're
already
trying to aggravate his injury even more and then lose him, and
Yeah.
then y'all screwed definitely.
yeah because we already won one on the road, and you feel
Yeah.
me? If he sat down, excuse me, he would have a whole week break because now we're going to Miami, and when was the last time we played on Tuesday?
Mm-hmm. I think
And
Yeah,
then
so.
he didn't
Tuesday.
even play that game. He played what Sunday, and then our next game is Saturday. So he had a whole 6 days to rest up, get healed. Jimmy's back, and I feel real good about this series because let's talk about game 2. Game 2, man. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I'm not saying we should have won, but I'm happy that it was such a close game, and I felt like the refs threw that game for us. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that they completely threw it. We still probably would have lost, but the fact it was that close without Jimmy Butler and they needed like calls to go their way also makes me feel
Mm.
good because Gabe Vincent, it's not even Caleb Martin. It wasn't even an argument if he bricked that three. He like you can't argue that. Like he literally bricked the three. Gabe Vincent put a layup up, but they said that he airballed it, shot clock violation. Like if you watch it, he literally bricked it. You can't argue that. Like I don't get it. And then before that, Bam Adebayo fouled Isaiah Hartenstein in the paint. And then you know when like players just put up a shot because like a foul happens and they just put it up.
Yeah.
Bam fouled Isaiah Hartenstein in the paint, and Jaylen Brunson shot a 3-pointer, and they said and one, and like it was a whole 5 seconds. It was a whole 2-3 seconds after.
Yeah, it was
I was like, man, if that's what they need with Jimmy Butler hurt and Jaylen Brunson dropping 30, Julius Randle dropping 25, and RJ Barrett dropping 24, good luck. Like, yeah, good luck to y'all, because Caleb Martin showed up with 22, and Gabe Vincent showed up with 21. And I think Kyle Lowry had like another game with with 3 blocks.
Yeah, I remember those two calls specifically. Isaiah had a screen, and Bam kind of trucked into him.
Yeah.
And then Brunson hit a shot a couple seconds after. Shouldn't have counted as an and one opportunity at all. Should have been a reset with the way the Knicks inbound the ball, and then the air ball. It was a very close call. And when it first happened, you definitely could have said air ball, but after the replay, it obviously hit the rim. It was a graze. It was definitely a close call.
Yeah.
Grazed the rim. Everyone saw that. Definitely could have been a different outcome if they called the game correctly. But it doesn't matter. The Heat can probably go on a 2-0 run for the next 2 home games. And once they go up 3-1, there's 95% chance they win.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to bet on that. It's going to happen.
Yeah, these arrests suck, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say, because I was watching the Laker game last night, and it was just the Lakers were getting called for like stupid fouls, bro, and it was just getting me tight, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on, bro? And then like, even I forgot, one of the announcers was like, yeah, the refs literally like wait for them, like if they make the basket, they're not gonna call it a foul, but if they don't make the basket, they're gonna call a foul on it. On some of that shit, and I'm like, bro, like what? Like like you're just trying to have the Warriors win or something? I mean,
I ain't gonna lie though, on Curry's 3-point shots, I feel like he gets fouled on every single one of them. Like, believe it or not, like the other calls was bullshit. And it's like it don't make sense though, because I would see in that game there was not a foul getting called a foul, and then when there's a foul, it don't get called. Like Curry on a lot of his shots was getting fouled. I can't lie to you. It's either he gets fouled or he shoots crazy. I don't know which one it is.
because you can't stop him. You can't stop him.
Yeah. I don't really got nothing else I want to say about the Heat series. I feel good about it though. I can't lie to you, man. I just really hope the 76ers win their series, because if they win, I feel like we could fuck around and make the finals, but we got to take care of the Knicks first. And if the Heat make the finals,
you telling me you think the Heat are gonna win the finals?
I said make.
Over anybody in the West. Over anybody in the West.
It depends who we play.
All right, say it, because I personally believe, non-biased, I think whoever wins the Warriors-Lakers game is going to the finals.
Between Lakers and Warriors,
I think the Nuggets.
you can't count them out.
I know I can't count them out, but like,
no, he doesn't count the Nuggets out. We the ones who counted them out. He had the Nuggets winning that series.
I did, but I mean, I said 6 games and they're already up 2. I mean, so I mean, let's see. But
Lucas Paul, I think it's over.
Me too.
It might be a sweep. I hope not.
Me too. I think it might be a sweep.
KD can't get swept twice. Like you can't let it happen as a basketball fan, but it might happen.
Well, KD in the offseason is gonna be like, yo, I'm out, bro. Or I want to go to somewhere else.
Yeah, bro.
Might fuck around, go to LA or some shit and play with LeBron.
Fuck around and be a Nugget.
Might fuck around, be a Nugget, just screw everybody else. Don't even care anymore. I mean,
that would be insane.
I mean, if he ever became a Nugget, I don't know who's stopping that team.
Yeah.
But I think the Nuggets would have to give up a lot of their roster depth, like the Suns did, to even like acquire KD. So.
MP, would you do it for Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, and a bunch of picks?
You probably can keep Aaron Gordon. I'd take Braun. They only have 1 first round to pick the trade. So probably be MPJ, Braun, and 2029 first round pick as the bulk of it. I don't know what else they would add to that.
No. Suns not taking that. Suns not taking.
Yeah, so they don't really have that too much of an option. Unless they
Yeah,
trade Jamal Murray as well, but that's dumb.
yeah. The Nuggets do trade away all their first for like role players. Like they trade like one first for like Aaron Gordon, and then one first for who's it? Caldwell Pope, and then one first for they
Bruce
do be
Brown,
doing
I
that.
think. Yeah,
Yeah, Bruce Brown. They ain't the worst way to.
it's working. They're the first seed
Yeah,
on the way to the
ain't
conference
bad.
finals. So
Yeah, let's start talking about the series though. Game one, bruh. After game one, I was like, damn, I might have fucked up. I might have fucked up. Bro, them boys did not miss, bro. Like the whole game, they didn't miss. Like, I'm waiting on the miss. Nah, Jamal Murray, bomb. Aaron Gordon over there splashing. I'm like, damn, bro. Like this what the Nuggets be doing. I low key be sleeping on them. I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. I was sleep.
It's just because, like, all honestly, like, like, if it's on national TV, who watching a Nuggets game, bro?
that's
Not
true.
me.
Exactly, bro. I'm not watching a Nuggets game. I'm not watching it. Like it's boring. Like it's honestly like because like Jokic's game is just like I don't like. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. It's just boring.
It's fun. It's like Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
But
it's
offense.
it's like Tim Duncan, but on offense. Like it's just like okay, like cool, like
Yeah, it's not. It's
you're
not
cool,
bad.
bro. You're cool.
It's another highlight reel type of player, but yeah, I definitely predicted that Jokic wouldn't be answer for Aiden. I thought Aiden was gonna dominate, but it's actually the opposite. Aiden just doing terrible, getting exposed by Jokic every possession, and then KD and Booker just not keeping up the scoring. Well, they can score on a high level, but the bench they have is probably the worst bench in the league. I'd argue, definitely in the playoffs right now. So the Nuggets bench can expose that what they're scoring, and they I think the bench only averages 14 points, which is 52 players in the
Rui
league.
Hachimura be averaging that himself, bro.
Yeah, 52 players in the playoffs right now that average more than 14 points. So it's 52 players that outscore their bench every night.
I think
Damn.
KD needs to tee up.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, KD, he ain't been playing that good this series. Like I can't give him a pass. First game, he had 29 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks. That's amazing. But he had 7 turnovers. Like, come on, bro. You can't be giving away 7 possessions in a game that was kind of close. Like the reason that the Nuggets was winning is they wasn't missing it. Like if you don't have those 7 turnovers, at some point they got to start missing, right? Because like they just wasn't, bro. Devin Booker had him another good game, 27 points, 8 assists. Jamal Murray, that nigga don't miss sometimes in the playoffs unless it's game 2. Because game 2, he was missing everything. He had 34 and 9. But I just feel like KD's not playing up to his KD standards because after the 7 turnovers, the next game he shot 10 for 27. Like that's bad. 10 for 27. Like he got to tighten up. Jamal Murray also shot 3 for 15. And the biggest problem for the Suns that game is Chris Paul getting hurt. But at the same time, you would think that Chris Paul, I'm going to go on Monty Williams is actually a bad coach. I'm sorry. Because like you said, their bench is bad, right? All right. Why don't you change it up? You have Terrence Ross who's getting DMPs, TJ Warren who's getting DMPs, Landry Shaman who's getting DMPs. And you're playing Cameron fucking Payne. I'm sorry. Watching Cameron Payne was actually like annoying. He was airballing. He airballed. I think he shot 4 threes and airballed 3 of them. Like the man, he airballed, hit the side of the backboard. I don't understand why he's in the game. I don't, because they're asking when he's in the game, they're asking him to run point guard. What I would do is I'd run Devin Booker at point guard. He's done it before for a whole season after Ricky Rubio got hurt. When they made the bubble, it was because Devin Booker started playing point guard when Ricky Rubio got hurt. Like, if Chris Paul is getting hurt and you have to decide between Devin Booker and Cameron playing point guard, I don't understand why the decision is that hard. Like, he ended the game with 6 assists. It ain't terrible. The game before he had how much? 8, I think. Yeah, the game
Yeah,
before he had 8. Like Devin Booker could run your offense. It's not the worst thing, and it's your superstar running the offense in the playoffs instead of Cameron Payne. Like, damn,
yeah,
just put a shooter next to Devin Booker and KD,
yeah.
and
I
he
think
doesn't play defense.
doesn't.
Oh, my fault, Nick. What are you saying?
Nah, I said in the first game that's why KD had so many like turnovers because like he was running the offense, but I think they just need to put it in like D Book's hands like every possession. He needs to have the ball in his hands every possession because I think that's where they're gonna get the most success from because in game 2 he had like 35 points, I think, right?
Game 2, he had 35.6 assists, 5 rebounds.
Yeah, exactly. Like I mean, he had 4 turnovers too, but he was putting up more points than KD. I mean, he just needs the ball in his hand and then like let KD have KD get open and then give him the ball and then have him shoot if that or D Book takes it and does his thing.
Mm.
I think that's the
Yeah.
only way that you're gonna have success. And I mean, if he's running point guard, he's locking down Jamal Murray. So, I mean, because
Yeah,
his defense has really improved. So I mean, you're stopping Jamal Murray. It's just gonna be the point of stopping Jokic at that point.
crazy thing is, I like the Suns defense ever since they traded Mikal Bridges. Not because Mikal Bridges is a bad defender, but they're getting more valuable defense with Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant is a
It's probably the best defensive season he's been having his whole career.
he's a good rim protector, like a help defender. Like I think it's the second best defensive season he's having because that one on Golden State when his first year on Golden State was he
Mm.
was actually an elite defender. I mean, he might give you elite production on defense because what he does with the rim and how important that is. And like they're asking Devin Booker to hold more of responsibility, which now he's capable of doing. And like the responsibility they're asking him to do would have been easier than not having KD to like help him back there because DeAndre Ayton, man, dude is averaging 14 and 7.5. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah. Uh, Definitely with Chris Paul being out, I do think it's over. I know you've been saying how Booker is gonna play, make, score, and defend Jamal Murray. That's too much for anybody. So
Yeah,
I don't think without Chris Paul initiating the offense, KD and Booker got the ISO score, create their own shots pretty much every possession. I think it's gonna be too much at the end, and they have to guard MPJ, Jamal Murray, Gordon, etc. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think A is gonna be the X factor, but so far he's like you said before, 14 points, all he's been doing. Remember last game, the bench only scored 4 points. Go come out with all 8 other players on the bench, so that's gonna be a problem when the Nuggets have Bruce Brown and Christian Braun to score. So I don't think they can. The bench will be able to keep up. I don't think Aiton's gonna be unless Aiton becomes the X factor in this game. I think it's gonna be rely on him. But unless he goes off, I don't think they win another game.
that white boy is tough. I think he had last game with like 5 steals, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, he's random. He's a rookie. He gotta be. Cause like I
yeah,
didn't even
he's a
know who he
rookie.
was.
He's a
Okay,
rookie.
he is a rookie. Makes sense because I don't watch the Nuggets. So when I see when I see him in the playoffs, I'm like, who the fuck is this? I know most NBA players. And like I don't know someone in the NBA playoffs getting minutes. That's crazy. Who is this? I see why he's getting minutes though. Like it's like I don't even understand what he really does because the Nuggets, both Nuggets games was a wash in my opinion. Like it wasn't even really worth watching. But I just keep seeing him on the court and he's doing something. Like he must be a like good defender because like it seems like it.
That's why he's
And
here. He's like one of those 6'8" shooting guards that just guard.
yeah, I can see it, bro. Because like he's just always just doing something or doing something right. Like I never seen him do anything wrong. Like that's how you win championships. You have players that know their role like him. Like you like having a player like I'm not trying to send shots, but like Jordan Poole, who doesn't know his role and thinks he's Stephen Curry, kind of makes it harder because
Uh,
like you just got someone in the way. But that game, Nikola Jokic had 39.16 rebounds, bro. Like in the game where Jamal Murray doesn't show up, that man just ate up Aiden. Cause like Aiden can't do nothing. Like I don't understand it.
I mean, Ain's like a scorer, but he has two of the best scorers, probably top 10 right now in the league. So yeah, his role is low. He doesn't really know what his role is. He probably has to play like a Clint Capella, Kevin Looney type of role, or he's a role player, but that's not him at all. He's not that defender. He's not that grimy, get a rebound type of player. So I
Yeah,
think they need to move on for him this
yeah.
offseason if they
Or
get
something to
eliminated.
get like a Rob Williams or something in the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, let's say you move Aiden. What do you move him for? Like, who wants him?
I probably change the Pacers like he tried to go last year and then get a Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. Buddy
But
Hield would add some bench depth, would give him starting, would upgrade that starting five to have a better shooter instead of Josh Okogie. It would be he would worse on defense, but they could always swap that out during game situations. And then Miles Turner can spread the floor, so he's not stuck around the paint area. KD and Booker have room to move and operate towards the rim instead of hitting mid range shots the entire game. And yeah, and Turner's a better defender, more grimy than him, gets more rebounds. So I think he'd be a better option. And then over the Pacers side, and he would just be the scorer that they need, additional scoring threat outside of Halliburton and Matherin.
I think it would
no,
be good with his Suns too for Miles Turner, because he
Yeah.
could defend and he could shoot and score when he needs.
yeah, that rim protection with Turner and KD will be tough because I'm talking about KD being a good protector of the rim at power forward. Turner is a amazing one at center. It's not bad. But like you just mentioned someone else who should be getting more minutes than Cameron Payne. By the way, Josh Okogie. Like, at least he's gonna play defense. Like, bro, I don't understand. Watching Cameron Payne is painful. Like, I don't see what he does. Like, I really don't. Like, he's not a good defender. He's not a good playmaker. He's not a good shooter. He's 6'1", so it's easy to look. Bro, it makes no sense. And another thing is he just came back from injury. Like
Yeah.
like just now. Like he's not even really integrated in the system yet. You may as well put a 6'7" wing like TJ Warren and Terrence Ross instead of him. It makes no sense. And the Nuggets, man, y'all saying they not fun to watch. Bro, they kind of fun to watch, bro. They move so much. Like how the
Yeah.
Warriors move, they move a lot,
Fair
bro.
take. Fair take. Yeah.
And like Aaron Gordon, like when they move, like he don't dunk like dunk contest, but like he be getting some like little cool little dunks in every now and then. And I like watching Michael Porter. Like he's like a KD light. Like when he gets it going, bro, he's real fun to watch. It's just
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic. I like watching the games. I don't be realizing he got these stats. Like I don't be
Yeah.
seeing it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know when the fuck he dropped 40 last game, bro. But he did. All right, now we done with the playoff series. Is now we're gonna talk about what's next for the Memphis Grizzlies, and we can't talk about that without bringing up Dylan Brooks at this point because
Mm-hmm.
right, them boys said we do not want you like 3 months before free agency, bro. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it might be a rumor at the end of the day, but as far as looking right now, he's probably gonna be off that team. So I'll be knocking about the league. Definitely, he's a starter on a playoff team. He's not no way it's gonna go. I think Mavs could pick him up possibly. They need some defense. Maybe Houston if they try to build a playoff roster. Dylan Brooks could be an addition to that. Spurs as well. Um, yeah.
You seen who the betting favorites are right now?
No, I'm saying who I think should go. Probably
Yeah.
Houston or Mavs. Probably.
No,
That's
I'm
who's
saying,
been
did you see the
rumored.
betting favorite?
No, I haven't. No.
It's the Miami Heat, and honestly, I wouldn't hate that, bro. I
No,
really
no,
wouldn't.
no.
Don't you want more shooting though? You're gonna have a team with Bam and Brooks.
It depends. It depends how much he gets paid though. Like he asked for $10 million a year. I like him. $10 million a year.
I think he's gonna go for 17.
Nah, nah, bro. But like he gets a little 10 mil per season. I'll take him. He cool. Cool.
But
But
maybe
You're not winning none. You're not gonna make it out the second round.
I
That's
don't
all
think
I'm
you
gonna
guys need
say.
any more salary cap to your roster. You guys don't need no more.
All I'm saying, you need to go play in Shanghai or some shit, bro. Fucking go poke
Nah,
some panda
that's
bears or something.
definitely
Go
that's
poke some
crazy.
panda bears.
bro, I forgot
God
you a
damn.
LeBron fan. Yeah. You gonna say that, but Brooks
He,
is
he
not
he a
that bad.
bum. He a bum. He's a bum. He's
Nah,
a bum.
he's a
Bro, he be
starter on a
chatting to
playoff
everybody,
team.
bro. He be chatting about
I
everybody.
mean,
He
Draymond does
needs to
too, but
go.
he wins. That's only different. Draymond does
What
the same
what
thing.
the, what does he win? What does he win?
He's 4 rings.
What regular season? He hasn't even made it
No,
out the
no, no,
second
no.
round.
No. He's talking
No,
about Draymond
Draymond.
wins.
He does the same
Oh.
thing. He chats to everybody, but he
Yeah, but
just wins.
Draymond a better defender. And when Draymond was in his prime, he was so much better than Brooks.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like, at least Dylan Brooks, he could talk shit and have Jimmy Butler back it up. Fuck it, fuck it, bro. And Jimmy Butler be talking crazy too. Like I know y'all saw that clip of us down like 8 points and Jimmy Butler telling Drew Holiday, you my son, like I own you. Like when Jimmy Butler told Drew Holiday, I own you, we were down 8 points with like 4 minutes to go, and then we won, bro, to close out the series. Like if Dylan Brooks could, thing is though, I feel like him and Jimmy Butler will clash. Cause like, yeah, they probably would clash, but I wouldn't hate Dylan
Yeah.
Brooks on Miami.
If you put Brooks in my might need to re-sign Udonis Haslam to calm that down. You might have to.
All I'm saying. All I'm saying.
I think
Don't
Brooks
be
to the Kings
surprised.
wouldn't be bad. Can put him on the Kings. They have shooting. That's a
That's not
bonus.
bad.
The bonus and Brooks in starting lineup would be a bit of a 3-point issue, but I think a Keegan when they have Keegan and Kim Herter is one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. I think I can help that out.
I think you don't want to put him on a young team though. I think you need to put him with some vet stuff to calm his ass down. That's all I'm gonna say. Like for what he's chatting, I think you need a vet that's gonna like make his chatting worth it. Like you know what I mean? Like to where like the vet is gonna drop like crazy numbers and stuff like that.
Jimmy Butler, bro.
Yeah, like Jimmy or like I don't know. He need to go to Shanghai or
I know,
something.
but he did not have 17 million or 10 million to pay them. But they have probably the worst salary cap space. Like,
Our salary cap is fucked like crazy. Yeah, I agree with you.
Every single player is on a minimum contract outside of the Big Three and Duncan Robinson and Kyle Lowry.
Bam, Lowry, Jimmy, Hero, probably, and Duncan are only like 5 niggas getting paid for real.
Yeah, and then Caleb Martin makes $6 million. Victor Oladipo has a $9 million player option. Everyone else is minimums. Everybody else.
Damn, Oladipo's hurt, bro. Like our team is depleted, and we still like that's why I be telling y'all. Injuries is not an excuse. Injuries happen. Every team has injuries right now. The Sixers hurt. The Lakers, are they really? They got a couple injuries. LeBron seems like he's playing through something.
AD's playing through something to his hip and
Yeah. And then Mo Bamba's hurt. The Nuggets are actually pretty healthy.
Nuggets. No, I don't think they have anybody missing on Nuggets. Honestly.
Yeah, the Nuggets are pretty healthy. The Knicks hurt. The Heat hurt. I mean, most teams is hurt at this point of the season. They've been playing for like 9 months, bro. Like, you think everybody gonna be healthy, bro? Nah. Yeah. Hold on. Let's get a couple more teams for Brooks. I feel like you said the Mavericks, right?
Yeah.
The Bucks.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
They called for him in the trade deadline, like they wanted to add him.
They did. I mean, he probably could have played P.D. Tucker role, but actually, no, that's not a bad option. But Chris Middleton would have to be gone. That's the only thing from the sign.
Maybe.
It's crazy how one man can end your career.
But like, I don't like how the Grizzlies just keep blaming Dylan Brooks for everything. Like he's the character issue.
I think the Blazers would be a good option. They just have cap space.
The Cavaliers, I don't see why that's a bad option.
No, they need a shooter. They need a shooter. They have to have a nice 3-point shooter. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen who can't spread the floor too well.
I mean, but Brooks could hit more threes than Coro
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can go
can
get a
put up
Kelly.
more
They get
points.
Kelly Oubre, Kyle Kuzma. They have $50 million to spend. I don't think
Kelly
they're gonna
Oubre
get
is.
Brooks. He's probably the best option for the Cavs. Small
I
forward
mean,
outside of Kuzma, but I don't know if they want to pay for Kuzma.
I'm just saying, like Brooks wouldn't be plan A. He'd be like a plan C. Like if you strike out on Kelly Oubre and then you strike out. I don't like Kyle Kuzma to the Cavaliers. I'm gonna be honest.
I'd
I don't.
rather have them sign Gary Trent Jr. than
Nah, bro, they'd have a 6'1", 6'1", 6'4". I don't like
I.
that.
But then he's shooting. Dylan Brooks is not. He's a good shooter. I mean, he's a better shooter, but he's not what they need. They need a consistent. Because Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, they're the liabilities on the 3 point.
Yeah, I see what you mean with that, bro. I do. Yeah, but Brooks is gonna find a home. Like he ain't some bum that you tell you're not gonna resign him 3 months ahead unless you're looking for a scapegoat. Like I think the Grizzlies just need someone to blame and they don't want to point the finger at John Morant because he or even Taylor Jenkins, that's their coach name. I mean, when they was doing all this trash talking and shit, it was cute last year. Like, what's the problem with it now? Well, because it looked bad on y'all because John Morant had a gun, and like, yeah, now y'all talking shit looks like a bad image or something. So you got to blame Dylan Brooks. I don't get it.
I think they need to fire Taylor Jenkins. That's who they need to get rid of.
I don't hate that because it's like, I mean, he was allowing that shit. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think you need like. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Steven Adams. He's such a cool guy and everything. But like, you need somebody in the locker room who's just gonna like be a leader in the locker room. You need somebody who's gonna be a leader in the locker room.
yeah,
I feel like that's what they need to like make that next step.
yeah, because
But
like that
Who-
exact reason that exact reason is why player coaches get hired, like a Doc Rivers and a Monty Williams. Those coaches that really don't do shit. It feels like because Doc Rivers, like
he sucks.
he, yeah, The only thing with Doc Rivers is that he doesn't let his locker room become like bad. You know what I mean? Like he knows he's been a player before. He knows how a locker room should look. Taylor Jenkins, I don't know what's going on in his locker room, bro.
I'm not in the locker room myself, but just from the outlook, looking in, definitely looks like that. When coaches lose respect of the locker room, then they usually head out. Steven Silas, we've seen that with this year, or Steve Nash a couple years ago with the Nets.
Yeah.
So definitely a respect factor that goes into it. So I don't know about Taylor Jenkins, but I mean, that could be a situation.
Yeah, so like y'all think the Grizzlies should just keep how should the Grizzlies replace Dylan Brooks? Like they got all their first.
Yeah, outside of Mikal Bridges, I thought that would be perfect for them, or even Mikal to the Knicks. But it looks like Mikal's gonna stay in Nets for a while. A replacement, maybe Kuzma. That'd probably be my option. I have to say.
You love Kuzma at small forward. I hate it.
Yeah,
He's the best. He's the best one out there. He's the best one forward out there.
Hate Kuzma at small forward.
Well, you
I
like
was,
his drip bar? You like his drip or something?
Nah, he's the best free agent out there for small forward.
Nah, you
He
definitely
is.
like his drip, bro. You
Nah,
trying to be
bro.
like him?
Nah.
Trying to be like him?
no, you funny, Nick. Bro, I would just give up the farm for OG Anunoby. Like the Raptors just fired their coach. It seemed like they might go in a new direction.
OG
maybe?
at 25. He's not that old, but I mean, it could happen. They could use him for a rebuild as well, though. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
OG would be a good pickup for them.
Yeah, it would be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I think
it
OG to the
seemed-
Kings as well, but Memphis
Yeah.
has a better package, so they'll probably go Memphis.
Who? Nah, bro, not Kuzma. It's not. I rather Uber.
For the Cavs or the Memphis?
Memphis. It Cavs too. Kuzma, I like him at power forward because he grabs rebounds and shit. Like he grabs rebounds and plays defense. Like he's versatile. But
Where should he go? Kings?
Kuzma on the Kings.
Yeah.
I like that. I'll put Keegan Murray at small forward. I like that. Kuzma on the Kings. I like that. I love that. Actually, I love that. That's where he should go. And he back in California.
That could work. Yeah.
What about? Oh, perfect. What about the Sacramento Kings? Y'all think they should move on from like Harrison Barnes or something?
Yeah, they're going to, or they pay him on a way lesser contract.
Play him off the bench. I don't think he deserves to be starting.
Not even that. They could just upgrade the starting lineups. If you have
Yeah.
if you have a chance to do it, you should do it. Same thing with Kevin Love in Miami. He shouldn't be starting, but he's the
He
best
is our
option.
upgrade, which is the crazy part. Because at
Yeah.
first it was Caleb Martin at power forward, even though he's not a bad. He's a small forward, bro.
Who, if you had to keep one for next season, who you gonna pick? Kevin Love or Caleb Martin? You only keep one.
Or Caleb Martin.
He is. That's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
like unique. I think Caleb Martin is the better power forward.
Nah,
Yeah.
he's not the better power forward though. Because like,
So why would you not keep him?
because I'd rather have him off the bench as small forward. And then, bro, we need a real upgrade. We need to act like Kevin Love is a band-aid. Like he was just a band-aid for this season because we lost PJ Tucker. We ain't have a replacement.
Okay.
Yeah, like we need an actual power. Kuzma, come to Miami, bro.
You don't have the money.
I know, bro. But like, I like Kuzma. We need someone at power forward for real. Because like Kevin Love off the bench would be super tough, kind of similar to Kyle Lowry. Like off the bench, he would be way smarter than these boys. He would have way more experience, and he's not that bad.
Are you gonna
But, like,
resign Caleb Martin? I mean, not Caleb Martin. Gabe Vincent and Max Strus.
the thing about those Miami players, those undrafted players from Miami, other teams don't really take shots on them because they're like products of Miami, and like when they go in other environments, sometimes they don't produce the same. You know what I mean? Because like that, it's just how it is. When you're undrafted, you gotta earn it more. And the history of undrafted Miami players going to a new place, or the second round Miami players going to a new place, it's not that good. Like we traded Josh Richardson for Jimmy Butler because he had a 20-point per game season with us, and people thought he was the next, like, you feel me, two-way player. And then he goes out of Miami. He's not the same. He's not. I'm not trying to say like it's just when you have a coach as good as Eric Spoelstra that could get the maximum out his players. Not every coach could do that.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
just, like Max Strus on Monty Williams' team is not the same. Like I'm not trying to discredit Max Strus, but it's because I'm discrediting Monty Williams. Like he's not gonna know how to use him.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, now we done with the majority of the episode. Now we going to like the reels and TikToks. I'm gonna name y'all. Or what's the hook for this? All right, I'm gonna name you an NBA player, and you tell me who he was traded for. First one is Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. I know he traded to the Hornets to the Lakers, but I have no idea what the package was.
He got traded on draft night.
Yeah, it was draft night.
Who was it?
I have no idea, bro.
I know what he looks like. I just forgot the name, bro. That was a bad. That was a bad trade.
All right, he's a center.
Nah, I'm not getting this, bro.
Oh my goodness. His name starts with a V.
Outside like the last 2 years, I probably don't know any trades. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know this one, bro.
Damn, bro. He got traded for Vlade Divac.
I knew it was some white boy. That's all I know. It was some white guy, right?
All right. All right. The next two, with the hints I give y'all will do better because I ain't really know how to give him a hint. I ain't gonna lie. All right. So the next player is Peja Stojakovic. This player he got traded for was a name changer.
All right, wait. What team did he get traded? Like, what team did he get traded?
I don't know, but this player was a name changer. All right.
Byron, you the trade expert, bro. You should know this.
He was an
since like everything before COVID, I probably don't know any trade before COVID.
All right. This guy was a multiple-time All-Star and DPOY candidate.
Paul George.
No. This is 1996. 1996. He got traded. Oh damn! All these trades happened in the 1996 draft, which is crazy.
I don't know any, bro. Yeah, I don't know any of that.
Y'all know him. Y'all know this guy. Y'all know this guy. Name changer. Just think of NBA players that change their names a bunch of times.
Vince Carter. Or change his name much.
Metal World Peace. Metal World Peace.
Metal World Peace, right? Ron Artest, Metal World Peace, whatever you want to call him. Okay. And then the last player is Stephon Marbury. Do y'all know who was in the 1996 draft?
I know like the big names. That's about it.
It's a big name in the 1996 draft.
Allen Iverson.
Close. Real close. Super close, actually. He played the same position.
I don't remember the other two. And outside of Kobe and AI. I know it was a Vince Carter.
He played the same position with a similar name.
I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie. Do not know.
I'm trying to think. Was it
played-
Steve Nash?
No.
Oh, Steve Nash.
Ooh, I thought
Steve Nash was in that draft though.
Yeah,
He played the same position. What position do y'all consider Allen Iverson?
Point guard.
All right,
shooting
so
guard.
yeah, he's a shooting guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
Similar position or same position, very similar names.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone similar named Allen Iverson.
Very similar.
Yeah, I'm out on this one.
It might be the same name.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
From deep.
Ray Allen.
Yeah. Hey, bro, they yeah. Was that a good hint? Same position, same name.
Same name kind of threw me off.
Yeah, Ray Allen.
It threw me off a little bit until you said from deep, and I was like, oh, I had to think. I was like, oh, shit, that Ray Allen right there.
All right, I'm gonna name y'all some. I'm gonna name y'all some players, and y'all tell me who has the higher rating on NBA 2K.
Oh, that's over. That's clips. Go ahead.
The first one is Mikal Bridges or Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards has it.
Edwards is an 86 overall.
Yeah,
This one, I was kind of expecting y'all to get this one wrong because Anthony Edwards is an 86 and Mikal Bridges is an 87.
Yeah, I knew Mikal was 87. I forgot what Anthony Edwards was.
Yeah. That one kind of threw me off by surprise too.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah. The next one is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Jimmy Butler.
I think it's Shai, right?
Jimmy's 93. Shai's 92. I think.
All right, so your answer is Shai and your answer is Jimmy?
Yeah.
All right, it's Shai Gilgeous. Or wait. Oh yeah, Shai Gilgeous. Shai is a 94 overall, and Jimmy Butler's a 93. Yeah. That's
I think Jimmy's 93.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy to me. All right, and the last one we got is Karl Anthony Towns or Kristaps Porzingis. Who is the higher overall on NBA 2K?
I want to go Porzingis.
I think it's Cat.
Oh,
Cat's at 88 and Porzingis at 87.
I think Porzingis got like one overall over him.
Yeah, Porzingis is an 87 overall, but Karl Anthony Towns is an 86.
Yeah, I'll say him senior is Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. These NBA 2K ratings, like, they'll catch you by surprise, bro. Like, I'm looking at some of them, like, really, bro? Like, the Anthony Edwards and Mikal Bridges one really threw me off. Like, when I was
to be fair, it's not updated. It's only from the regular season. They don't update it until next December. So that's gonna be the ratings until December. The new game comes out. They don't update it during the playoffs.
I guess. I don't know. Oh, and the last thing, I was watching the NBA on TNT, and this was kind of cool to me. Who has made the most jump shots since 2015, 2016?
Kevin Durant.
No,
Nah. It's not. It's not. Is it LeBron? It's
no.
obvious answer. Yeah, I don't know that. Curry. I thought it
It's
was.
not an
Steve.
obvious answer.
Yeah, I have no idea that.
It's a shooting guard. 2015, 26 since the 2015 season. So from 2015 to 2023, he's made 2,882 jump shots.
I think players that don't. Is it Harden?
Nah, this one, y'all not gonna get this one. I ain't gonna lie. You
'Cause-
give me like two more guesses. Yeah, y'all ain't
I
gonna
think of like players like Paul George, Zach LaVine, but they're injury prone, so they didn't play that much.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
Who the fuck is it, bro?
He's a short shooting guard, and he's been traded ever since. He's played on two teams.
Is it D Mitch?
Not a bad guess. That was a real good guess, actually. Shit. He's taller than D Mitch, but he's a short shooting guard.
Not sure. Nah. Two teams.
Trying to think.
If it's not Harden, I don't know.
He's played only on the Western Conference. Both of these teams.
Okay.
Is he in the playoffs right now?
Nah.
That narrows it down a lot, Byron.
Yeah. It's 8 teams. It's like 4 teams got the way. Was he in the first round or nah?
He ain't make the playoffs at all.
Okay. So yeah, that eliminates 8 teams.
Short shooting guard.
Only played on the Western Conference. Did not make the playoffs this year. And played on two teams.
McCollum short?
CJ McCollum.
I had to think because they play him at point guard in fucking in the Pelicans. That's what threw me off.
Yeah, they do. I should have said guard for real, but
he's. I would have got it anyway.
Yeah.
No way he has.
Yeah, that's kind of bro. That's but he is like he doesn't really drive. Like he only shoots for real. Yeah. Well, yeah, that would be it for this episode. Thank you everybody for watching. Larry, you get the outro.
Man. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Y'all see Derek White's hairline?